Hey guys, good day to you all. I do hope everyone is doing great. I do hope today is a wonderful day for everyone. But unfortunately for me, it has not been going great since yesterday, and I'm losing my mind right now. I'm in some trouble. I'm in some really, really big trouble. All right, and I'm gonna explain what's the issue right now. But yeah. It's not good. It's not looking good. Okay, so um, where should I start? Yeah. So as it relates to my finances, being a student here in Canada, you have to budget properly. You can't do things as you would do it back home, like going out, like going to parties, like buying yourself clothing that you would like from time to time, but rather you have to develop priorities such as like, putting up money for like food, your rent, your phone bill, other expenses, because, if you don't, then you're gonna mess up your life. And if you mess up your life, then that's not gonna be good. Right? So yes, certainly you have to have priorities. You have to set the things straight, and you know, know your goal. Right? Now, I had that planned out because ever since I came here, what I did is that I create a 3 month financial plan, right? So I forecast my finances for 3 months, right? And I also put like a little contingency in that plan to say, okay, if this doesn't go as planned, then I have some contingency reserved in my plan so that I can lean back on something. So I don't like, you know, forecast my finances to like an exact amount. I always go over, like having an exact amount. That way, even if, things doesn't go as planned, at least, I know that I had something in reserve to cover whatever, problems might happen, might come up. Just like we would say in Jamaica, a rainy day. Well, today the shower came down, pouring all over. Like, I just see my credit score just going. I just see that's like that's the only thing I can look at right now. And like with my birthday coming up, I was planning to get myself, a nice sweater or something that I'm gonna like, and that's gonna have to be put off, right? Certain things that I wanted to do, I'm gonna have to put it off because of this one problem. And like, the thing about the problem is that I did forecast what was going to happen. And I'm going to share with you guys what it is. I forecast what was going to happen. I put something into reserve for it, right? I worked towards it. And, it's just that the effect was greater than what I thought it was going to be. So here's what happened. Yesterday, after coming from the water park, that was really good. But right now, it's like this issue take away all the happiness. So when I was coming from the water park, right, I got an email. Now this email is in relation to my phone bill, right? Now, if you guys remember, when I moved, right, and come to this apartment, I never had any internet, right? I never had any internet up until like 3 weeks after, right? So at that point, I was only using my data to do everything: schoolwork, YouTube, browsing, you know, anything on the internet. I was like, having to use my phone plan to, like, if I was going on the road, navigating, right? If I was out somewhere that had no internet, my data plan. If I'm here, watching a movie, because sometimes it get boring, have nothing to do, right? My data plan. If I need to research, right? If I need to do my quizzes, anything, data plan, data plan, data plan. And because I knew, like, that's what I always like. I take accountability for I know for what's gonna happen. So I knew this was gonna happen. Like, I knew my data charge was gonna be greater than previous months, and I reserved something for that. For example, before I told my job that I needed 3 weeks to study for exams, what I did was that I worked some extra hours that I never usually do, right? So I use those extra hours to put into my reserve, my savings, right? So that I know that, hey, when I'm moving, having no internet means increase in my data plan. Okay, this money will go towards that, right? I was budgeting for $300. Like that was my limit. That was my limit. Once I realize, I go over that limit, I'm gonna have to cancel. Right? I'm gonna have to find some way out, right? Because if I go over my budget, sorry, it's gonna be too much. Anyhow, that was the plan from back then. I had the plan, I had the financial plan set out, I had the spreadsheets with my forecasting of my finances set out. Everything was going great. Everything was going amazing, like really, really good, right? Okay. I moved in, as expected, my data plan went up, right? When it went up, I got the notification on August 6th, right? I'm going to leave like, something for you guys to see when I'm editing this video. I'm going to leave the bill so you guys can see it, right? So I got the notification August 6th. And when I got the notification, they said I have went $300 into overage. Now, I saw this notification at 1 a.m. in the morning. If you guys have been keeping up with my live videos, I came on here and I said to you guys that, hey, like, my data plan is like sky rising, right? But luckily, I got internet, right? This was like way down after I canceled my plan, right? So bear in mind, when the notification came on August 6th and I woke up after 1 in the morning and saw the notification, I was like, yeah, that's it, right? I'm staying true to my word. As I said earlier, that once my data plan comes to $300, then that's me. I'm canceling. All right, it came to 300. I went in the morning, early morning, about after 9, and I got my plan removed from where I currently was, and I moved it over into TELUS, right? I got a plan that was unlimited, and I was only paying $85 a month for that plan, right? No, that's it for that. I changed my plan. I finished with Virgin Plus at $300 in overage, right? And I'm now awaiting for my bill to come to be generated because they generate about my bill at the 22nd of every month. So the 22nd of every month, I get my bill generated, right? Now, guys, tell me now. Let's backtrack. Yesterday, I was coming from the water park and I was on the bus, guys. I was on the bus coming from the water park, heard the notification from my Gmail come in. When I checked it, it says my electronic bill for Virgin Plus is ready. I was expecting to see at least 350 the most. 350, even if it was $400. At least I know that I could pay 300 now that I had saved up, and then the other 100 I could bring and put it on my credit card, right? Anyhow, um, on the bus, checked it, opened it, guys. It's when I saw the message. It's when I saw the message, guys. It's like instantly my breathing rate changed. It's like my heart, well, it's like my chest just got tight, right? Luckily, I had some water on me. I always walk the water inside my bag. I just drank some water, right? And I was like to myself, when I saw that bill, 700, and I believe it was $705. I'm gonna put all this on the screen that I'm seeing right now, right? When I saw that bill, guys, $705 coming from 300, right? And even if it wasn't 300, I'm sure it wasn't supposed to pass $400. So where did this 300 extra came from to be on my bill? I was like, oh my God. I was like, oh my God. And guys, we're not going down without a fight. The same time when I saw that bill, guys, I went and they have the support chats. I went and I texted and I said, hey, I'm going to show the messages as well. I'm going to show these messages to you guys. I said to them, hey, I'm an international student here. I see that my bill is at this. I don't understand why it's at this amount. please, can you guys give me a breakdown of why it's at this amount? And it's like, even the person I was speaking to, the representative, it's like they didn't even understand either. So it's like they had to transfer me over to an account specialist. All right. Now, when they tried transferring me over, what happened there is that the account specialist, she still wasn't able to give me a definite answer as to why, my bill is looking like that. Right? Now, the account specialist, the office was closed by the time I was finished speaking to the first one. That means I wasn't able to get in contact with any other specialist. So that was it for the day. Out the entire night, it was so uncomfortable. Right? I couldn't sleep. I couldn't eat. I was just saying, everything is bad now. Like, I'm not even looking at the bill itself. What I am looking at, guys, is that my credit score, bam. Without my credit score, can't get nothing here done, right? I can't do nothing here without my credit score, right? And I don't know, right? I just honestly don't know. So in the morning, early this morning, I got back up, reached out to them, right? I spoke with, they always connect me to some representative first before they give me to some higher heads. Spoke with them, explained the situation. They said they're gonna bring me back again to the accountant specialist. I spoke with the accountant specialist, and it's like they just found a reason to tell me why my bill was looking like that. They just found a reason, and the reason was this, which I never seen the policy because I don't have a contract with them, which means I can terminate my service at any time. I don't have any contract with them. I never signed a contract with Virgin Plus. So her explanation of why the bill was at $705 was that when they sent the notification saying that I had 300 in overage, right? That wasn't my final bill. Like, that wasn't my bill to that date, right? And they were saying that, okay, because I terminated, meaning obviously I canceled my service before the bill was generated. If you guys remember, I said my bill is always generated on the 22nd of the month. So I canceled on August 5th, right? So when I canceled on August 5th now, they were saying to me that because I canceled before my bill was generated, then they charged me at a prorated amount. I was like, what do you mean? Charging me the prorated amount. So they're saying to me that, hey, the amount of gigabytes that I use within that period, they charge me $20 per gigabyte. I was like, this is new information, right? This is new information. You get me? Like, even up to this date, I went on the website, I researched it. I'm not seeing any information like that on the website, right? Now, the only thing in regards to cancellation that I'm seeing is a cancellation fee, which I'm aware of, right? I'm aware of the cancellation fee, which is about $10, right? And I still nowhere is able to find out, hey, you know, where did this prorated version came from, right? The only thing I'm aware of is that I bought overage data so that it won't affect me as much without having any. All right, so it's like this. Whenever you buy overage data, whenever you go over your limit, it's like the overage data that you bought, it covers that limit that you go over. That way, you won't pay as much as you would have paid if they charge you for like the overage rate, over after your limit. You wouldn't have to pay that much if you bought data to reimburse it. You get what I'm saying? So it's like you bought $50 of data, right, to reimburse any overage that you go over. So $50 of data, you pay $50 instead of paying per megabyte that's used once you go over your limit, right? So that was what the idea that was in my head, right? And when I got to learn, well, I'm not even sure if that's even the case or if that's what she's just telling me to, just get me off her hands, right? Because I was really pressing. It's like, hey, I don't understand, right? I'm trying to understand, but that's nowhere in the policy. Like, I look on the system, I'm not seeing that in the policy. Anyway, I explained, still nothing to be done. Okay, so I said, is there any way I can have a reduction in my cost? She was like, no, that's the final bill. was like, oh my God. I never know what to do. Honestly, I never know what to do. The only thing I'm gonna do, and the only thing I can do again, is to probably go to an outlet, a Virgin Plus outlet, to let them bring up my bill and see if they can explain it to me a bit more and like show me under their policy where this policy came from, right? Because I honestly I don't know, guys. I don't know what I'm gonna do, right? Like to cover this, it's like a huge amount, a huge setback right now, like a $400 setback. Or like, yeah, I'm like in deep trouble, and I have until September the 5th to pay this bill. That's the due date. Otherwise, it's gonna charge interest. Yeah, and I don't want interest to start going on it. So I don't know, guys. But guys, yeah, that's it. That's the trouble right now. If I'm not able to like get a reduction at the location I'm gonna go right now, if you guys wish to help, that would be amazing. That would be really great, right? But that's only if you wish to help, right? Otherwise, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I might have to put it on my credit card, right? It might give me like an easier interest. Let me close this off. Yeah, so it might give me a much less interest rate, and then all I do is that I pay the interest, and then I pay the installments over time. That's like the only quick idea that I have in my head going forward. So like put it all of it on my credit card and just pay an easier interest because they charge lots of interest. But I'm gonna see, guys. It's just stressing right now. It's like, come on, like one stress is off school, first semester off, and then this stress comes into be play. Like, seriously. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Right. Appreciate and love you guys. I might do a live tomorrow, but for now I'm gonna see how best I can start out this situation. And I'll update you guys as well. All right, so thanks for watching, guys. I'm gonna start out this, and yeah, see you guys tomorrow on a live. By the way, my roommate is now here. Yes, I'm just gonna give him some time to like, you know, get himself settled and thing, and then hopefully if he wants, I'll let him, introduce himself to you guys. So yeah, all right, see you guys later. Bye bye.